Well, some big changes happening in British politics with the return of a familiar face.
Morning.
Yeah, that is former British Prime Minister David Cameron making a shocking return to frontline politics in a major shakeup of the Conservative government. This comes as the current PM, Rishi Sunak, fired Home Secretary Suella Braverman after she made a number of divisive and controversial remarks. She's being replaced by James Cleverly, who had been Foreign Secretary. Cameron will now step into that role. David Cameron, who is no longer an elected official, will now enter the House of Lords.
Well, I know it's not usual for a Prime Minister to come back in this way, but I believe in public service. The Prime Minister asked me to do this job, and it's a time where we have some daunting challenges as a country. The conflict in the Middle East, the war in Ukraine, and of course, I hope that 6 years as Prime Minister, 11 years leading the Conservative Party gives me some useful experience and contacts and relationships and knowledge that I can help the Prime Minister to make sure we build our alliances, we build partnerships with our friends, we deter our enemies, and we keep our country strong. That's why I'm doing the job, and I'm delighted to accept. On the whole, as an ex-Prime Minister, I've tried to keep quiet about politics, stay out of politics. It's hard enough being Prime Minister without having your predecessors endlessly giving a running commentary. But look, of course, I've disagreed with some individual decisions, but politics is a team enterprise. I've decided to join this team because I believe Rishi Sunak is a good Prime Minister doing a difficult job at a hard time. I want to support him. I'm a member of the team and I accept the Cabinet collective responsibility that comes with that.
This is not the first time in recent years that a Cabinet Minister has been appointed in the House of Lords, but given the gravity of the current international situation, it is especially important that this House is able to scrutinise the work of the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office effectively. But I can assure the House that I am fully aware of the need for the Honourable and Right Honourable members to be able to hold the Government to account in this area, especially at the current time, and I shall do everything I can to ensure that we're able to do so.
I think he left under a bit of a shadow, didn't he, in 2016, just after the referendum. So it's interesting to see him coming back. Just wonder whether or not he knows much about what's going on inside. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it adds maybe a bit of gravitas and weight to the government. I personally don't think he did a bad job last time, although what he did with Brexit I wouldn't necessarily agree with personally.
He's been on the rock for a while. I guess that's perhaps a PR stunt in itself. The last thing I remember is Brexit, opening up the referendum and then just leaving it in the hands of someone else. That's how it was left. So.
Well, he can't do any worse than what's currently in position, and maybe he's a mature figurehead that we need at the moment.
Feels like a bit of a chess move to trying to bring someone in, like Martin said, a bit of gravitas, because he's clearly making his moves to get ready for the election next year, and it's probably quite a clever move to bring him in.